Yeah, you will. You will.
Whole top is diamond and the bottom rose gold. Do you think Paul Wall called rose gold before rose gold ever came out?
The top and the bottom row is gold.
No, I know. I know that's on lyrics, but I'm saying, do you think it's no?
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
What is that?
What are you doing? What's
Hello.
the matter?
Why can't I hear? Hello. Oh.
Everything's fine over here.
Why?
I don't know.
Every time it's something with my shit. Something in the mosh pit. It's always my shit. Sick about this flat chest of bullshit. I want some massive tits. Babe, why is it broken?
I don't know. We've got Mike, Spacious, Ted, Melissa, Kyle, Long. Ooh, that was not good. Vaping Vendetta, Spacious.
Yo.
British Eyes Only, Melanin,
British Eyes Only.
Sergio, Nick, John, Riot. John Augusta says, hey, Nasty and Mandy. Hi, Sean.
The bitch face.
Jason Parker.
Parker.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday night.
Welcome to morning.
Hello. Please don't forget to hit the like button when you get in.
Yeah. Oh, my
Oh,
pee.
that's disgusting.
That was my pee.
No, it's so staticky.
I got it.
There we go. That's better.
Whole top diamond and about gold.
We got Ray, but Ray says, yo, Black China in the house. So I don't know if China's at Ray's. Cloud Chaser. No, John, I know. I saw you corrected. It was just funnier when you didn't. Oh, so China is in on Ray's computer.
Top's diamond and the bottom rose gold. Why does my left ear sound louder than my right? Okay, guys, we're getting there.
So when we were sitting down, I'm like, there's something we talked about last week that we were supposed to do today that I forgot about. And as we're sitting here, I was like, fuck, we were gonna go glue gems to your teeth.
I know.
And I forgot. So I looked up the YouTube video and what I need to get. So we'll do that next week. Just promise. I'm gonna probably go do that on either tomorrow or Friday. I'll go pick the shit up.
Oh, you just said shit. You don't swear very often.
Really?
Damn, that's what we got. We got the V2. Look at this. Look at that. $500. $1,200. Look at it. Oh my god. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all. You feel me?
Oh, that's
what?
Nothing.
It says dope and it's gold.
Yeah.
I like gold. Pardon me, guys. I'm trying to share the live stream, and it's not working.
Slave for Red says, Nas, I got my number 3 today. Thanks, brother. Austin W said, sup, you pirate hooker.
Yeah.
Everybody, again, please make sure you pop down at the bottom of the video and hit the like button before we get started here. How's everybody's Monday? Is everybody having a good day? A good start to the week? Do our children don't have school on Friday or Monday? I just remembered.
Why?
I don't know.
Haven't we seen enough of them for the past few weeks?
Seriously.
Manny, why do I look so?
Outlaw vapors.
Outlaw vapors in the house. Excuse me. What? All right, sorry guys. Again, actually, no, I'm not. I'm just sharing this stuff to Patreon. I'm sharing it to Facebooks, to the book face. I see. Wait. All right, motherfuckers, hit the like button. Bitches, now, if you would be so kind to share this bad bitch, essentially, so we can make some funds.
Sean, I agree.
What up?
He says the kids have more days off now than we ever did.
That's 100% truth.
Chris Vapes 88. British Eyes Only. Past nasty now. Yeah. I'm gross and repulsive. Talk money. Is you joking? Cash money. Must be lyrics to something I'm not reading anymore.
Past nasty now. I'm gross and repulsive. Talk money. Is you joking? Cash everywhere. I can barely read it. I need to get some glasses. Cash everywhere. I'm a bank in the sofa. Stupid, eh?
KQTV says Nas exclamation point.
Kenneth, my ninja monks. So, all right, guys, real quick. So, anyone that's a part of the Patreon page that does not know,
Well, you better call Mike.
Oh shucks!
Get Mike.
We didn't even have him set up.
Get Mike mic'd up. John Augusta. I just have to say, every time I see his name, I think of
Augusta for the fat kid from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Me too. I remember how much money he's got.
Mike says he's ready to roll.
All right, sorry, Mike. I'm gonna have you eventually. I'm gonna remember you, and I'm gonna have him mic'd up in the booth.
We were talking about. Hi, Mary Rose.
Tell her I'm working on.
Oh, British Eyes says those were the lyrics to "Nasty" by Nas.
Yes. All right, Mike.
That's a good one.
Is Mike ready?
Yeah, he said he's ready to go. Don Flores. And it's so funny because last night we had my work Christmas party, and I was drinking schnozberry margaritas all night. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Hang on, mate. Shit.
Thank you.
Who said that?
KQ said I like the two-tone of your hair. Thank you. Teddy, how do you know that story? Teddy Kick Punch, who are you? Do we know who that is, Mike? Do I know who that is? Was he the one we were playing that game with? Oh, okay. So he knows the story. I'm like, not very many people know that story. So for that to just come out of...
What story is that?
Teddy Kick Punch says, I'm a Cherokee fanboy. I like to swim between his legs when he pees in the pool.
That's fucking hilarious. All right. Cherokee's over here back himself. Cherokee, would you mind to please, can you please speak for me?
Just say hi to everybody. Hello, everyone. No, he's not mic'd in.
Hi, everyone.
Not yet. Keep going.
Okay.
Go ahead again, Mike.
Like
there we go.
Double feed, kind of a double thing.
All right,
test. YouTube feed, and then I'm getting the phone feed before that.
Okay, well, do whatever you got to do. So turn the volume via YouTube down in your headphones, and just listen via your.
Yeah. Got it.
They can hear him. I can only hear you out of my right ear, Mike.
Keep talking, Mike.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you just out of my left ear or my right ear. That's weird.
It's weird. Okay, keep talking.
I think it might be just my headphones.
No, it's not.
Can you only hear him out of your... Sorry, guys. Give us a minute.
Mike, go ahead.
Hello.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
That was better.
Why is it so fucked?
Am I still one-eared?
Yep. It's getting better. It's like I can hear him, like it wants to come out of my left ear.
That's weird.
What she said.
Oh, that's good.
Better?
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
that's good.
Mike. Beautiful. I want you to build a studio while you're at it, Mike. So in case everyone wasn't here for, last week, we do have a producer now. His name is Mike. We will be figuring out something with Tim because we are going to be doing banner rolls and shit like that with Vaffle. We've kind of working some stuff out to see if we can't get a sponsorship. So that brings me to tonight's episode is sponsored by podjuice55.com. Coupon code Thesis10. If you are on the Patreon page, I will be posting that stuff. I was supposed to get back to Mighty Rose, but I did not get a message back from Carol, which is LoneStarVapors.com. But the coupon codes, not Mighty Rose, excuse me, Melissa. Melissa has the links ready to go for Pod Juice and Inikin, as well as.
Hey, Mike, can you mute your
Yep.
until you're going to talk? We're getting just a lot of. Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Bud. So tonight's episode is podjuice55.com. Coupon code Thesis10. Patreon page has an extra 15%. It's an extra 5%, but I always fuck it up and say 15%. You realize that?
I don't know. I just count on Melissa to.
Well, she asked me today, and I apologize. I should. Let me see.
What did she ask you?
For the to confirm who the sponsors are.
Oh, okay.
And then Inikin, so InikinStore.com, coupon code VWT20 for 20% off. And then Ohm Made Wick and Wire. That's a mouthful. It's Ohm, like OHM, Made Wick and Wire.
Yeah, that is a mouthful.
Yeah, coupon code Militia 30. Boom, got it. 30% off site wide.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Pretty fucking insane.
Yep.
And let me go ahead and just confirm it real quick. So, babe, I want you to go ahead and talk about your day in particular, because you've had a pretty interesting couple of days.
Yeah, I have had a pretty interesting couple of days. So the company I work for, you guys, so I'm sure all of you guys know, if you are unaware, I introduced myself to somebody the other day as a hairstylist, and they're like, "That's what you call yourself?" I'm like,
who said that?
I don't remember. They're like, "That's cute." I'm like, I know, but like, what else would I
call you a salonist.
I know you do, but if I were to say like cosmetologist, like that's not really what I do either.
It also is really generic, and I hate that term, because to me, like a cosmetologist could cover everything from nails to hair.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And a haircut, like, I don't know. So I'm a hairstylist at a salon here in Minnesota, in St. Paul. And it's a super awesome small business, independently owned. And once a year, we shut down the salon for 2 days, and we do what's called the Moxie Summit. And so the salon was shut down yesterday, and we all got together yesterday and sat down and talked about like where our numbers have been for the last 3 years and where they want them to be projected into the year 2020 and our goals, and like whatever it is that we're looking to achieve in our goals, and just kind of like number wise where that all wants to be. And then we do a lot of kind of like self-reflection and motivation, and how to like be a better team and be more supportive, whatever. And so
finish slowly, because I'm interested in all this stuff.
No, so we just like yesterday was just like a super great. I'm at a place right now in my career that the last two, so also twice a year we sit down and have a review with our bosses about same thing, where we're at, where we want to go. And over the last 2 reviews I've had, I've been super goal oriented and know where I want to be and where my goals are. So yesterday when we were talking through, this we watched a lot of TED Talks, which gets kind of old, but it was kind of funny because
real quick, Melissa, go ahead and check your email. I just sent you all of the sponsor links. Boom.
So actually, yesterday, a lot of the things that I was thinking about were things that
Melissa deserves something nice. Go ahead.
Yeah, that things that actually will really benefit him, but only because I'm just like it was good information, but like I'm just in a good place with where I'm at right now at work. And so a lot of the stuff we talked about was really great, and I think is going to be super beneficial for him. So I brought a lot of that home to share with him. And
let's talk about it. Some of it's because it's really relevant to anybody, specifically with goal orientation. Like I'm so spread out in terms of responsibilities, and in terms of job, like my job with YouTube, making reviews, everything. Like, and then on top of that is like maintaining this home.
Yeah. And so we started off this exercise. It was like a big piece of paper, and it was the numbers like 1 through 100, just like completely scattered throughout the page. And he was like, okay, so I'm going to give you 45 seconds. And I want you to go in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, circle and see how many you can get. And people got like 10, 12 in the 45 seconds. And then come to find out that, everything was split and then split in 4s. So it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did it again. And of course, everybody got like way more numbers when things were broken up and you had a direction and a goal. And the whole time I'm like, this is so nice. Like a paper, the numbers 1 through 100 thrown onto a piece of paper, and him trying to just like circle them in order to figure out where they need to go. Like that's like absolutely just him.
And British Side says, dare you check your phone? I can't because Mike is on it. As well as J Money, Slave for all these Ninja Kitties. Jordan. So what do you mean that that's me?
Well, it's like your tasks and your responsibilities are 1 through 100 thrown onto a piece of paper.
That's what you were trying to say last night.
Yep.
You were drunk, and it was. I now understand.
Yeah.
I didn't know why you kept thinking that was like something like super relevant to me.
Yeah. But then when you quad them up,
yeah. Then that's
and you know where your responsibility, like where to find those things.
My categorization process is too intensive because I tend to put lines between everything, which actually slows me down. Like I try to over organize, like how spotless the studio always is, but then I know where nothing is.
Yep.
It's just like spending more time looking for shit than it is for actually doing whatever it is I need to get done.
Yep. Yeah.
That is, I think that's applicable. No, it doesn't mean anything. Applicable.
Yeah.
It's just a word with your mouth.
Yep.
Say it once. Is it advertisement or advertisement?
Advertisement.
I grew up saying advertisement. That's where my dad says it.
Okay.
Mike. Is it?
It depends on where you're at.
Who says advertisement?
I would say advertisement. If you're Canadian or from across the pond, you might say advertisement.
So my dad's been lying my whole life. He's not Mexican. He's Canadian.
Well, he said across the pond. I mean,
it's a river.
Yeah,
but he's born here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Across the desert. Been through the desert where I say advertisement.
So we're gonna play a fun game.
What's that?
We're gonna play adult Mad Libs. Do you want to do it now? Okay.
Duh. Fucking duh. P.S. guys, big no shout out to Element Vape. I want you guys to be aware in the Patreon page that this box, Mandy, is it not filling the fuck up?
It is.
I 1, 2. How many boxes?
There's at least 3 or 4.
How many boxes? Come again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 boxes. 5 boxes of shit to be drawn for the militia. We have got some pretty high-end shit. $480 devices that I will be there's going to be, and I'm going to be real with you guys. Like there's a few members, a few Ninja Militia members who have done more above and beyond the Call of Duty than what I've ever asked of any of them. And I'm not going to name names. The militia members will be more than happy that these people get rewarded. I'll give you one just off the top of my head, Mighty Rose. Who's done Melissa? But see, I don't want to, because if I start naming them, I'm just start naming fucking a lot of people who've done a lot more than they need to do, who treat this almost like a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? That I will be hand selecting some packages for them, you know, just because. Mike, you know, Stroke Diesel, that motherfucker. Ray, see, I don't want to name them. Babe, stop me from naming them.
Stop.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
So, but with that aside, we have got some pretty intense shit that I've been saving for a year. For a year, just to be quote unquote drawn for on the militia page. Again, you guys are right now helping us with their plumbing. You guys are putting food on our table, all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys. That's a big giant thank you. And you guys are the ones who allow for reviews. So I wasn't going to do a review on the BMI. I was just going to throw it in the Patreon box, but I'm like, why? I'm not even going to do a photo shoot with it? That's stupid.
That would be silly.
Yeah, so I'm at least going to do some photo shoots with the barrage on it. The only problem is I don't have orange drip tips, so I'll have to fix that. I'll go head over to Vape Genius and Egan. They're not a sponsor, but they're one of the few shops in my area that picked up my actual product, the barrage. $30 tier, just as a heads up, $30 tier, immediately you get autographed t-shirt, autographed barrage, Ray coils, as well as stickers, the remaining stickers before the new design comes out.
So did anybody else look at the BMI and say, why did they name something body mass index?
No,
This was the first thing I thought of when I looked at it.
I'm
like, that was really
never
silly.
once thought of that. And Moti is also a sponsor as well, guys. But the thing is that Moti won't give me a coupon code for you, for you guys yet, which is fine. I mean, if they don't want to, but I kept telling them, like, if you give a coupon code, more people are going to be apt to purchasing shit. Like, I usually don't spend a bunch of money on something unless, like, if there's a coupon code, there's, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still working. Moti is a great company. They fucking same with Voom Labs. Fucking Voom has. I didn't realize how much money they donate to VMT or Vaping Technology Association, the VTA. They donate a shit ton of money to them, and the Voom Labs is the next to come out. And Hack, and they were super cool to send me a email guaranteeing that I will not get a copyright strike by hacking their device like Enjoy did to me. And that's nothing against Enjoy. They did eventually correct that. I talked to their attorneys. We went back and forth through the legal stuff, and we fixed it. Hold on, I gotta fix the camera, baby. Bam. Yeah, get your face up. All right, we're good. Bam.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So,
and we do have our logo back. We don't have the correct one back, but we have all.
I was gonna say, I saw it when I pulled it up. I was like, oh, I mean,
it's not the right one, but it's all one. It's better than a fucking blue square.
Okay, ready? Part of the body, plural.
Tim, yeah.
No.
Part
of the body, plural.
Nipples. Is this like those ones where you write words and stuff? It's way funnier as a kid because you put like butt. What up, Mike?
Nipples.
That's what I was gonna say. Did I say nipples?
Yeah.
See, yeah.
It just now it's just saying plural noun.
Plural noun. Okay. Womans. No, that's not a noun. Mics.
Huh?
Mics.
Mics?
Yep.
Like more than one?
Like mics. Like
okay. Noun.
Is that plural nouns? Mike, check my grammar.
Mike is a noun.
Yeah, but plural would be mics, correct?
So all of the mic.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was talking about Michael, but yeah.
Noun.
Tongue.
Another noun.
Coil.
Adjective.
Burning.
Plural noun.
Wait a second. Adjective is not. Adjective is a descriptor, right? Oh my God! Is burning a descriptor and a fucking verb? It's a description of. So put burnt instead of burning. Can you go back?
I don't know if I can or not.
All right, fuck it.
It just says what it is.
Adjective is a descriptor. Mike, you're supposed to be on this. I think it's an adjective.
Burning
is a verb, but I'm saying an adjective is a descriptor.
Like a burning itch?
That's a dual. That's a verbiage. That's a verbiage. Okay, go ahead. What's this one?
Describes the noun.
Okay.
Okay. Plural noun.
Plural noun. Sharpies.
Adjective.
Mike, mute yourself, please. Brown. No.
I was like
itchy.
Itchy? Okay. Plural noun.
All I can think about is itchy Sharpies. A plural noun. Coil. No. Mods.
Number.
It's fucking 7.
Noun.
Mountain.
Adjective. Hot.
No, we are done burning, right? Cold.
Cold.
For sure. Al Forbes, these nuts.
Noun.
Nuts.
Another noun.
No. Blaster.
What's a blaster?
Something that blasts.
A blaster?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Adjective.
Deep.
Noun.
Knife.
Knife. Name of a coworker.
Mandy.
Adjective.
Slender.
Part of the body. You just automatically gonna go with an F?
Flap.
Flap?
Yep.
What? That's not a part of a body?
It sure is if you're super fat.
So belly flap?
Fupa?
Fupa?
Oh, yeah. Spare tire?
How do you spell fupa? F-U-P-P-A?
Yeah. Well, how would you spell it? P-H-O-O-P-A?
Fupa. We'll go with fupa. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Someone's saying sorry.
Oh, Perry. Oh shit. His mom passed.
Oh, Perry, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That really sucks. I'm really sorry.
That does suck. Can offer my condolences, and this really sucks. Can I say one thing about what you said though? That's beautiful is that she passed in her sleep, which could have been, horrible. That doesn't make it any better, but that makes the situation better. May God be with her. May she be with God. That sucks. That fucking sucks, Perry.
Really sucks.
We love you, bro. Hit us up. Hit me up. You know that. I'm down to talk, and so on. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you've got a bunch on your head, man. A bunch, on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Causing another infection. She's Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Perry. Keep you in our prayers for sure.
Yeah.
And we are here to make you giggle. Damn it. I know this fucking sucks. But giggle.
I was gonna say, are we ready to read?
Yep.
Okay. It says, you've earned a badge. Cool story, brah. Your first story. Welcome to the club. Ready?
Show am. Cheers for me first.
Do you want to read it?
Nope.
I think you should read it.
Okay. Should I read it in a British accent?
No, I think you just read it.
You're unsteady on your nipples. You're breaking out in cold mics. And you have a spitting tongue ache. Yep, it's a hangover. And you need help. Cure 1. The bloody coil. There is no burning substitute. The curative Sharpies in this itchy drink are astonishing. Cure number 2. The coffee cure. Many mods swear that nothing equals 7 cups of Black Mountain to rid you of that cold headache. The cold that works though. Cure 3. The shower cure. This one works like a This one works like nuts for most people. Stand under a blaster and alternate between hot and deep water. If these don't work, get on your cell knife and call Mandy. Get on your cell knife and call Mandy. If she's a slender friend, she will cover your fupa at work. That shit's fun. That's
a good one.
It is. So, guys, let me touch on this shit real quick. I'm not even talking about nuts or cold fupas. This is the .aiosd, and I saw a bunch of people fucking getting all their titties in a fucking slender blender on Instagram about the fact that I posted and on Tony's review that this is just plain old better than the original version.
They were mad?
Yeah, they were like, cool story, bro. You're wrong. And I'm like, all right, I'm not wrong. I mean, I'm just
Why are they arguing with you that one product is better?
Cheaper materials. Everything is. The O-rings didn't. I'm sorry. The O-rings are the same exact O-rings as the original. The tank is the exact same as the original. The deck isn't the exact same in terms of color and in terms of, what is that called? Material even. It's not plated. That's the only difference. It's steel or zinc, so I mean it's going to be a little bit more, prone to bends, but I can't tell you how many times I've already bent my red one.
Is it the same chip?
Same chip, same everything. The difference is plastic doors. Now let me tell you why that's a better situation. You drop how light is that?
I mean it's like
feather light.
Yeah.
So when you drop this device, it is far less apt for the doors to come off. If I were to drop, and I'll get to the part that I modified in a second. When you drop the device, the doors are far less apt to come off because they're lighter. The magnets have to do a lot less work.
Mm-hmm.
Better, in my opinion. It's just better. It's heavier, therefore it has a more robust feel than the aluminum counterpart. It still works with vitamin C. It still charges USB-C. Vitamin C.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It still charges via USB. The 510 drip tip is perfect. There's not one. It's not too loose, not too tight. In fact, I think they fucking did a better job on this one than the original. The tank's the same. I'm rocking the dot shell in it. It's laser etched. It's fucking laser etched. Now, I cannot tell you if it's chrome plated. If it's chrome plated, chances are the plating's probably going to chip. Whatever. you're getting the exact same experience that you would get with the original version, the same exact .aio original version, the same flavor and vape experience you're getting with the original, you're getting with something for $50 less. If I sat here and told Mandy, hey, I've got this hair straightener for $300, this one does the exact same thing, but it's not as pretty. In fact, this one over here is made out of fucking dragon tits. This one's only made out of walrus tits that might fall off in a little bit, but it's still going to work the same. Mandy's a cheap ass. She's going to buy the walrus tits one.
For sure.
So it's in my opinion, it's a better version.
Yeah.
For that.
Robert said, look up the Ohm Vape AIO. It uses the same everything as the .aio, but it's $25, and it uses a PWM dial for adjusting the wattage and voltage instead of the multi-click situation.
What? It's got a pulse width modulation. What is it called?
The
Ohm Vape AIO.
Ohm Vape AIO.
It's a clone. Buy the authentic Ohm Vape clone. That is some Chinese shit.
$25 on 3F Vape too.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at. Holy shit. And it looks super cheesy. I'll be real with you guys.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you were to show me that one, I would assume that it was your blue one. Like I wouldn't. Yeah. Because I don't know.
That's just a straightforward, plain and simple clone. I haven't bought a clone since 2015, 2016. Ohm. What does AIO stand for? I want you to guess. No one tell her.
Ohm?
AIO.
Oh. Automatic inhale operation.
I swear to God, before you said any of those words, I'm like, this is what she's going to think. And you said it verbatim.
Really?
As I was making it up, you would say the next word. It's all in one.
Oh, okay.
What does 3F vape stand for?
3 fakers.
Yep. You got it. First guess. I didn't even have to ask. That was phenomenal. Mike, can you find out what the fuck 3F vape stands for? Financially fantastic and free?
Got it. Hold on.
Thank you, brother.
Robert, the one who was the one who talked about that, said the .aio uses PWM as well, and that's why you hear the rattle.
Right, it's PWM. The difference is it's not a dial. It's not a potentiometer. So if you look at a PWM, the way that when it twists, what it's doing is it's essentially acting as a potentiometer, 42 watts, whereas the dot mod is running on a stringent soft. It's got the instructions. Oh, so I modified the doors. My favorite part about the plastic doors is I'm able to now adjust the power setting without actually having to take the door off because I drilled and beveled it myself via the drill
is that what
press.
you were doing in your
Chapsnet? Yeah. So right here, it's even got the instructions. How dope is that? It's got the instructions on the inside, which you would think is really cheesy. It's cool. Like it looks computery. You know what I mean? And the cool thing about the PWM on here is it's self-adjusting in terms of like the resistance, which is nice. But at the same time, man, they have a PWM dial.
Can you tell everybody what you got in front of you today?
Right now in front of me, I've got my Barrage right here with the snake skin motherfucking drip tip.
That's snake skin?
No,
I was like, oh, I see it. It's got scales.
Yeah. I'm rocking, let's see, Country Clouds. This is cornbread pudding. Delicious, 3 milligram. And then I've got rocking, what is this? It's Alien Fuse Alien, excuse me. 3 milligram coil inside the Barrage, and then the BMI Crown Edition. Crown is the V4 V2.5 with the Asmodus chip touchscreen, which is about as headache full as you can imagine using. But once it's set, it's done. And this $480 mod vapes just as well as my $100 EH Pro, which vapes just as well as my $50 MVP 5. I just so sorry. I wish I appreciated more higher end mods.
Mike, what do you got in front of you tonight?
Yeah.
I got my drone 250C with the Goon 25 on it. And then I got my topside dual with my Barrage been pretty much my go-to for a bit now. 3F vape. Can't find it as far as what it stands for. I'm pretty sure it's 3 fakes.
Yep.
Yeah,
We'll just go with that.
I think you're right, because that's where, I mean, when I was buying a shit ton of clones at one point, that's where, like, my Manta clone, I think, came from Brick and Mortar, and I think they got their shit wholesale from 3F vape. Also, I'm rocking my .mod.aiose. Again, I've got 2 legitimate regular .mod AIOs. I like the SE version better. This right here is so convenient, being able to drill through with the plastic, and I can adjust it with my finger, but when it's in my pocket, it does not adjust because it's still a 3mm thick door.
Sean wants to know what we are drinking tonight.
Haven't even started.
You didn't even bring something with you?
No.
So I don't know what the name of these things are, but it was like probably a year ago. Our best friends were over one night, and Brittany brought me this. They look like 4 wine coolers, and I started to drink a wine cooler. I'm like, it's a fucking wine cooler. Like, why am I already drunk? And I look at the bottom of them, and each bottle is 13% alcohol, and they're like this big, so it gets you real fucked up. But I found it in a big bottle, and so that's what I'm drinking. But it's too strong, so I have to mix it, because otherwise I just get in my head. I get ahead of myself. So it's basically white wine with some squirt.
Shit, I think I can hear him.
You fucking bitch. She fucking said she was going to the bathroom.
Shit.
Anyway, drinking vodka. Oh.
My favorite is that you came in looking for me.
She fucking said she was going to the bathroom.
Whew. That was a good one.
For who?
For everybody.
You know, like how when you have heart problems, you take nitrates. This bullshit has become my nitrates.
Yeah, it's keeping your heart nice and
what?
Ready.
Is that what it is?
I don't understand it.
See, Mike doesn't get it. It hurts my feelings.
See, this happens at least 2 or 3 times every episode. And you fall for it every fucking time.
I know.
But this time, I was like, oh, this bitch got another thing coming, because I'm going to look for her. You're stupid, eh? That shit's fucking aggressive. And you stopped it for like 6 months.
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, I think I need to let it go for a little while.
Here's the deal. What's the scariest you think you've ever been? Like, not in a real life situation, but like, what's the scariest you've ever been? Like in a situation or scenario that you couldn't necessarily, either that or unexpected or couldn't control?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is when we were in Mexico in October, and we went swimming in a cenote. And they didn't tell us anything about it. So if you guys don't know, it's like it's a cave, but with water in it, right?
That's right. What involves swimming.
Okay. Well, they didn't know that. I just said a cenote in Mexico.
You said
Oh, did we? Oh, did I? Okay.
You're cute as fuck.
So we were so we went and did this like adventure thing in literally the fucking jungle of Mexico. And we got there and we rode. You guys know the story. We rode.
Not all of them.
We rode side by side through the jungle.
Yeah, Razors, like 2015 Razors, which probably had 60,000 miles on them. They're all limited to 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It was a fucking blast. Don't get me wrong. In the jungle, 15 miles an hour is plenty. You don't need to go much faster. No, you don't need to go any faster
than that. There was no need for us to go any faster than that. And then we did like, you walked across like a tightrope over the top of the cenote, and then we did this like plunge jump thing and a zip line. And then when we got to the bottom of the zip line, you zip lined into the cenote, and then you got out. And we put life jackets on, and they put us in the cenote, and they made us swim through a hole like this so we could get through and into the opening in the cenote. Now, one time they tell us about the wildlife or the ecosystem of the water or the cave.
That's a really nice way to put that ecosystem.
While we were swimming. So
Anacondas,
the
cheetahs.
Whole time, all I'm thinking is I'm swimming through here and I have no idea. Like my heart hurts right now even thinking about it. I'm like, I don't even know.
Wait a second.
What's coming for me.
So that was the scary part for
That
you?
was the scary part for me.
That was
because I was waiting for like a fish or like lots of seaweed to be my legs to be tangled up, and then on top of that I'm like swimming through this tiny, and I am like kind of claustrophobic, and so then I'm swimming through this little tiny hole trying to like, and I was freaking out. But then we get to the other side and he's like, oh yeah, there's just little guppies that swim in here. There is no other wildlife other than the bats that
I'm a little upset at the fact that you think that was the scary part.
That was scary for me.
So the scariest part of this entire journey, in my opinion, was the fact that I thought I was going to die without antibiotics. Legitimately. Like I was not feeling right. I wasn't feeling good.
Can you tell them why?
Got second-degree plant burns. Whatever.
Doing what? Being a cocky asshole. Him and Tyler were out drunk one night. And he came across like a thing, like a plant, and was like, oh, this looks weird. I might be allergic to it. And then went like this.
Wait. So those scars, and then scars on my neck, right here, all those dark spots.
Yeah, he decided it would be a good idea to prove he wasn't allergic to something by taking it and going like this.
But to be fair, my obsessive compulsive disorder goes ham. And it comes out in a cocky way. So like if I'm nervous or scared about something, I tend to run towards it. So like when we were, inebriated and whatnot, we went for a walk in the jungle naturally. And as we were, and it was by myself. I didn't even tell Tyler anything. I was just like, I was trailing behind him, and I was like, oh, there could be so many things that could kill me. I could touch a plant and I could die. And I'm like, you know what? I'm better than this. I can beat anything. And I grabbed the plants and I started rubbing it on my hand and things.
And then came back into our room and ate a room service steak that was 5 or 6 hours old that had been sitting on the table, along with an entire bottle of Tabasco and Worcestershire sauce.
Well, now you say it like that.
And then woke up the next morning and didn't understand why he had a bad tummy ache. I had to spend $26 on anti-diarrhea meds at the drugstore in the resort.
It was pretty epic. It was, but that wasn't the scariest part. Was thinking I was going to die on the zip line. Thinking I was going to watch my wife die in particular. Did I make you go first, or did I go first?
I went first on all of it.
Okay, so.
But the scary thing about going through the zip line,
there was a rock in your head.
You had to lean. They said, "Don't sit up because you'll hit your head."
Yeah.
They're like, you're gonna be impulse to sit up. Don't do that. Because it looked like you're gonna hit your head, but the weight made you shoot underneath it.
Imagine Maddie's 6'1", right? Because she is. And imagine I'm only 6'1.5", right? Because I'm not. And as we're coming down, here's the rope right here. This is the rock. If you lean up, you're done. There's not, you're not coming back. They give you an adorable plastic helmet, which gives you this false sense of security. And as you hit your fucking Thomas Hull, how's it going? Al Forbes says the best kind of steak. That's right, super rare. Sean, hit that limb. That's right, hit that like button, motherfuckers. Yep. And it looks like you're gonna die. Like it was one of the. I don't like heights. I don't do heights. Tyler, so you or someone started to shake. And I'm like, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking. He made his fiance cry. We have pictures of it.
Yeah, so that was really scary. And then the other thing I can think of is the other night I got up to go to the bathroom and I thought for sure somebody was in our storage room. Not because I heard anything or saw anything, but it was just really dark.
Oh, is that when you came back?
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything about this. Was today. This has happened a few times. The worst one in our own house was when I was recording a video and there was someone in the background when I went to edit it later saying hi, saying hey, like that.
Your brother said something about all of the other things that used to happen outside at the old house too.
Yeah, the old house, we heard women screaming, and it wasn't cats, it wasn't raccoons, because if you ever hear a cat mating, it sounds like a blood-curdling female scream, and then like, yeah, cats fucking is a scary sound, and raccoons, same similar, but the shit that we heard at the old Hampton house, but this house, it's been generally clean, but it's that one night before my other brother passed away, Jesse, there was the broom got thrown off the wall, and then right immediately after that, like a second after that, you heard someone go, ah! It sounded like a reverse reverb of someone saying hello, a woman in particular saying hello, which is bizarre. Like no one, as far as I know, no one's died in the house. No, it's an old house, but it's not that old. It's like 70s old. And so, like, when I heard that shit, now today, I heard the same. It's so funny this is even brought up because I heard the same thing today that said, but it was hi, like that, almost a fucking response to the hello.
Weird.
When I went to take a nap, I was I take 20-minute power naps for meditation. Like I don't actually sleep. I close my eyes and I fucking take myself elsewhere. And I was listening to Burt Kreischer. I fucking turned the Burtcast off, and that's like maybe a moment, like 4 seconds later. It was fucking scary.
Your sister said something about the Elk River house.
I see those ones I've heard some fucked up stories about, and I don't want to repeat them unless I know them, verbatim.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
they're secondhand.
Yeah, so like they're legit. It's scary as fuck to even think about it.
She said it was worse than the Hampton house.
I don't know, man. Susan, I don't know. We've seen kids in our backyard in the trees that didn't exist. And it was 4 of us. Like it wasn't like it was a hallucination. 4 people don't hallucinate the identical shit. Hit that like button, motherfuckers. God, this cornbread do you want to give it a shot?
I can smell it.
It's delicious.
I get more out of the flavor of something by just secondhand than I do actually tasting.
My lips are too dry to do it. Oh, the basement's lights went out, like which sounds super fucking generic. Like, oh, the basement lights, the power went out. No, it's not. Wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. It was not like that at all. We saw something that was the same size as our slide. So these slides, and it does a 2 rotation. They're not like fucking like 30 feet tall, but they're solid 12 foot, 13 foot, 14 foot. And there was something that was that size that walked across the wood line. So if you guys can imagine, our old house is in the middle of hundreds of acres of woods. And our backyard, we had 6 acres. Our backyard butted up to the wood line, and then behind the wood line was creek and stuff. But it was just thick forest, like Minnesota pine trees and like oaks and maples and shit. So it's thick woods. One of the other ones was you'd be walking, especially like around dusk. It was dusk, sunrise or sundown, and you'd be walking. I've told you about this. As you'd be walking, you'd hear somebody walking with you, and it wasn't just the subtle footsteps. It was the footsteps, and you would also hear like just like rustling of like clothes. And when you would stop, it would stop, but it would be a second before you'd stop, and all of a sudden it would stop, not at the same time, but pretty close to unison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the part that was always blown my mind is like how you think about, because Minnesota doesn't seem like that old of a state, but like the ruins that we would find in the woods of foundations of houses that don't exist, but they're so old that the trees are what is it? They're not old growth, but they're like mid growth, like 100 years. And
I
figure
don't know growth patterns of trees.
so old growth is like old growth forest is like full adult oak trees, maybe like adult. So
Got
the
it.
forest that I'm talking about is old growth, but like 40-50%. The rest of it was like pretty, maybe 100 years or under, 80 years under, something like that.
Got it.
Yeah, like some spooky Ash from Evil Dead kind of shit. That's right. Bam. Stan Van says the woods and house and were haunted with weird noises. I see till this day. I don't want to say that they were haunted necessarily, because I don't know that was dead people per se. I can tell you right now that some of it we know for a fact wasn't human, and I don't necessarily even mean demonic. It wasn't human. It wasn't demonic. It was something, because there was whether it be elemental. I couldn't tell you. What?
Tammy says it gives me the weebie-jeebies.
What the fuck are the weebie-geebies? Is that like that?
The heebie-jeebies? What do you say?
The booby-loobies? Duh.
What?
The booby-loobies.
I've never heard you say that before.
I never said them to you. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It's heebie-jeebies.
It's the booby-loobies.
It's the heebie-jeebies. Mike?
VapingWithThesis says aliens. So check this out. Let me tell you guys. I don't have very many UFO stories, but the ones that... Huh?
The heebie-jeebies?
Yeah.
Well, type in Christy Isla. Oh, I mean, Crystalia. God dang it. Crystalia. I cannot believe I just said Krista Isla. So see, I was thinking about Bert Kreischer's daughter, Isla. Crystalia, and then type in Booby Loobies. Boobie. Loobie. Booby Loobie.
Did you say goosebumps or goose pimples?
Goose pimples. Only because it's not what people say.
Oh.
But I love goose pimples way more than goose pimple. Wait. I love goosebumps more than pimples.
The boo-boo jeebies.
Yeah, the boo-boo jeebies. What's going on, Anthony? Freetag?
It's his podcast.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep. See? Booby loobies. And that's a legitimate question. So I want to take a poll right here, right now. What up?
Spacious Ted said, or teeny peeny.
The teeny peenies. That's right. The teeny peenies. The eeny weeny teeny peenies. Just like the itty bitty titty committee, So let's take a poll though. This is a genuine question I've had before. I'm not stealing it from Chris Delia at all, because you and I've had this discussion in private, because you don't know what to call them without sounding immature. If you say like, damn, check out those tits, like you sound like a fucking creep, right? But if you say like, check out those boobs, it's just like a 12-year-old, not creep, but it's also super immature. You say the word breasts to try to not sound like a creep. You sound even more like a creep. Oh man, she has such nice breasts.
I say boobies.
You say boobies.
But it's also not something like, if you were to say boobies to anybody other than me.
Like, check out her boobies. Like,
that would be real fucking weird.
What the fuck else would you... Look at those tatas. Will you fucking... Seriously? But what would
Jugs?
Oh, God. Now you're just a fucking asshole. Now you're a wife beater. She's got these jugs, man. I tell you what. But what else? What word would you use aside from tatas, jugs, titties, boobies, breasts, knockers? What are you fucking from a trailer
80?
park? Yeah. Well, no. I picture a trailer park in like some Birmingham, Alabama, just outside, 40 miles outside of Birmingham. Was that 40 miles outside of Birmingham? What do you call them? Knockers?
So we've got Tammy says boobs. Jesus says Betty Nugs.
Betty, that's because nugs, like nugs from weed plants.
Melons, titties,
fun bags,
tiggle bitties, knockers.
Well, hold on, but let's go back to tiggle bitties quick. What happens if she doesn't have big titties? Because that's what it's big old titties. You put the B in the T's, tiggle bitties.
Yeah. I know, but are you talking about them if they're not?
Yeah, of course. Because what if she got small? What if she has the itty bitty titty committees? And you're like,
well, then it's probably what you say.
Not necessarily. Well, we've never said that about our friends. We've got a couple friends that
I know.
But you call them mosquito bites.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I had a friend in middle school who told this chick to her face. He goes, he was laughing, and he was the only one in class laughing. This isn't for the teacher, everybody. And he's and this girl goes, "What is your problem?" And he goes, if you didn't have feet, why would you wear shoes? And she's like, what? She's like, why are you wearing a bra?
I've heard that one before.
But 4 years later, she came back. No longer the case.
Yeah.
Damn. And the rest of her body was like a fucking chopstick. But I tell you what, I'm not a titty guy. But if you got to be careful with those airbags in a car accident, in a sweatshirt, they're noticeable. How big do they have to be noticeable in a sweatshirt without being fat, without being chubby?
It depends on body portions.
What's that?
It depends on like body proportion. Because like a double D on me is going to look way different than a double D on somebody who's 5 foot, whatever else. If you put a double D on somebody who's 5'2", they're gonna fall the fuck over.
Right, but I know more short girls. I know more short girls with huge, but most of the time they're also not attractive because their stomach is like this, and they've got these giant tits, and their ass is like the side of a fucking barn, just whoop. Which, P.S. is not like, if that's your shit, that's your shit. Like, I like big booty and big thighs and like super skinny waist. It doesn't fucking mean I'm right either. It's just all what you're attracted to. What is that called? It's just chemistry. Just fucking chemistry. It's brain chemistry, man. It's the way you were raised. Mike, please back me up so I don't get me too'd.
He's absolutely right.
Thank you.
Do you even know what you're agreeing to?
Yeah. Chemistry. Chemistry is real. He muted himself. But
he's pleading the fifth.
But am I right, though? The reason we met was because my brain couldn't stop looking. And
at me. I thought you were pointing at Mike. I'm like, I don't know what you were looking at Mike when you guys met.
His height. Just be honest with you. I want to be 6'6", 6'7". Personality-wise, I feel like I'm 7 foot. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why my personality is what it is. I have to overcompensate for me being like fucking... I feel like a tiny midget compared to you. You know how hard that is to live every day of my life with my wife is 6'1" and I'm 5'10" and 3/4.
I know, but your boots have a solid 1.5 inches on them.
That's what I know. But that's the only reason why I still wear boots is because I had to start when I met you and I can't stop now. It's the only thing that makes us the same height. I fucking buy Red Wings. Do you know how bad I want to go back to Air Forces and A-Lifes and fucking Yeezys and shit? I would love that. I would love that. But because of you, I can't collect sneakers anymore.
You can wear whatever you want.
I'm aware that you don't mind. In fact, I don't even think you think about it.
Not even a little bit.
Think about 4, 5, 6 times a day. When you get home, I change out of my Chuck Taylors or even out of my Fila's. Wearing around yesterday a bunch. I was like, yeah, shit's dope. As soon as I know you're on your way home, boots. I'm sorry. Can we not be honest here?
Yes, of course you can.
True shit. True shit. 5'10" with T-Rex arms. That's right, Andrew. And I'm proud of it now at this point in my life. Fuck it. Fuck it. I just turned 29, about to be 30. May as well just be proud of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Back me up. Back me up.
They pack you up on everything except for that almost 30.
All right. I won't be 30 for a couple years, but I feel like it. I for sure thought you were like, that hairline sounds different.
No, that's not something I think about either.
I think about it constantly. Constantly. All I want to do is get that MGK surgery.
We've talked about that. We've looked at the before and after pictures.
I want that Machine Gun Kelly surgery because his is good. The only scar he's got is like a 3-inch scar on his back.
That nobody will ever see.
Yeah. Who the fuck's he?
What if you keep your hair long enough, it just doesn't even...
Right? Who's talking shit? I fuck him up, Teddy. That was a joke.
Loud.
That was a super joke. I'm sorry.
It's really loud.
It was. You know what else is loud? Gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
Ra-ta-ta-ta. Hey, if you haven't done so, follow me on TikTok. At Thesis himself. Duh. My TikToks I posted today were pretty fucking funny.
They were. They're good.
Should I show the Vikings one right here, right now?
No.
Oh.
No, make him go look at it.
Go look at it. At Thesis himself on TikTok, motherfucker. Somebody hit me up. I was like, what did you make me sign up for?
I know.
It was Chuck Allen. That's what it was. It was Chuck Allen. It was Homeboy. No, it was NorCal Sick Boy. It was like, what the fuck did I sign this up for? And I'm like, mine's just full of ass, bro. It's just ass. Ass and Republicans.
Mm.
There's a couple like super unfortunate. I would love to love TikTok, but I sit there for 35, 45 minutes just, and it's again, it's a chemistry, it's a male chemistry thing where I have to like, and the next, I'm like, oh, what is she gonna do? Twerk? Oh, surprise. Swipe. And then the ones that make me so angry. I've legitimately almost fucking thrown my phone at the wall. Is like where it's just a door cracked, and it's like people say white girls ain't thick, and then it just stops. I wasted 15 seconds of my life, but then I have to go swipe left or swipe right and see the profile and make sure. One of them really upset me.
Did I tell you that when they can see that you've looked at their profile?
You can't.
Yes, you can.
No, because I people look at mine all the time and I can't see it.
Oh.
But what upsets me more than anything, as I saw one today, it was like, Dad, sorry. And then it's like in a fucking thong twerking. Bitch is like 17, 16 years old.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to be banned from the internet. Why what kind of parent? And then fucking another one that upsets me so much. This dude goes, when your parents buy you for your 16th birthday and your parents buy you a twin turbo, what they don't realize is that it's a turbo, lifts it up, it's fucking twin turbo, brand new, and their insurance is going to go up by and then backs out, and it's like a fucking GTR type shit. And I'm like, so your parents buy you $110,000, like just like it's nothing.
Yep.
But he never even mentions that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all these fucking 15-year-olds pretending that they're country rednecks on a fucking cow farm, and daddy bought him a fucking $70,000 diesel with fucking custom offsets. Custom offset, this is $3,600 set of rims and tires. Meanwhile, we're saving up for fucking to fix our plumbing because it's froze over. Mike, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you.
It's warm in here.
It is. Must be some toros in the atmosphere. Let's play another one of those Mad Libs.
Mad Libs? I gotta find a different one. I thought that was gonna be funnier than it was.
No, but just do the regular old Mad Libs because they're funnier when they're for kids.
Yeah.
Specifically, like Steven, I can't read his fucking last name. It's my boy Steven M from Instagram. We just kicked it the other day. Mandy. It felt like I burped and breathed in at the same time. See, Ron Aces. Okay. Oh, you're a plumber? Get the fuck out of here, ready? Ron.
Plural noun.
Phalanges.
Guys, just put fingers.
Nah, son. All right, fingers. Black chat, stroke, diesel. Ron, we gotta talk, bro, please.
Number.
4, 3. Ricky Mahoney says my 13 nieces on that shit constantly. I told her if you're gonna do it, at least make them creative. Exactly. All she's doing is the same thing 10 other kids are. Yeah, no, exactly. No thought in that shit. Let's see. I have plumber screen. Hey. Yes, you do, Tommy.
Noun.
Dress.
Adjective.
Thin.
Person in the room who's a male. Nas.
Follow me on TikTok at ThesisHimself. My shit's creative and it's funny. I'm gonna give him a sneak peek. Noun. Box.
Person in the room that's a female. Mandy. Noun. I know, I've seen him already.
Have you?
Noun.
Hat.
Noun.
Bra.
City.
Ooh. Hastings.
Noun.
Snake.
Adjective.
Ticking.
Verb ending in ing.
Flirting.
Adjective.
Sand.
Sandy. Noun.
Box.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. How many fingers can you put away in a night? More than 3? You may drink more than some of your friends, but you probably can't hold a dress to some of the members of the Thin Celebrity Club. There's Nas Sheen, although he's a complete box, he claims he's always winning. And we have to mention Mandy Lohan. She must have her own private hat in Los Angeles County.
You're a way bigger mess than I am.
Hastings Hilton likes to get behind the wheel of a snake once she's been drinking. Not a ticking idea. And we have to mention good old Mandy Spears. She tends to touching a little too much when she's out flirting a good time.
Jesus Christ.
The lesson is, if you're going to get sandy, do it in the privacy of your own box.
See?
A good one.
But don't do an adult one. Do you remember the actual Mad Libs you would have to purchase from the library? It
was like in a book.
Yeah. And the teacher would do it, and he would say, "But," and she'd be like, "No," and you're like, "Sure, all right." But it was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so just as a sample, how would you say that? Just as a sample, this is one of my TikToks from this morning. But just listen, because seeing it's too hard.
Aside from the fact that we have to pretend to like purple.
Hold on, this is for Viking fans everywhere.
Aside from the fact that we have to pretend to like purple. Every week it's just like interception after interception after turnover. And since we were like little kids, it's like, Daddy, do you think we're gonna go to the Super Bowl this year? No, but we just bought Kirk Cousins, and I feel like he's really good. No, but Daddy, we have Diggs, and we have Dalvin Cook, and Adam. No. So you're trying to say that we're never going to this? No. Which one do I? This one or that one? No.
Continues right after.
Oh, it's loud.
And so on. So follow my shit. I promise you, it's fun. It's fun as fuck. It makes me mad that Mandy tries to tell me what to do and what not to do. But at the same time, I get it, because like today I feel like I posted the perfect TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them I thought were pretty fucking solid. Did someone just say sedate for British Eyes? Robert Reagan says, I could picture us now at the cabin style. So the pipes are clean. See? He knows. We have a Kama Sutra Mad Libs. We got it last anniversary. Here's the deal. I've talked about Mandy. I've talked about Kama Sutra with Mandy. We'll get there. I promise. Hey, Candace, I know you're a Packers fan. Packers killed it. I hate the Seahawks and I hate the Packers. So, it's a losing situation either way. I my dream, my I shouldn't say death wish, but like I want to see a Bills and a Vikings Super Bowl. Because both Bills and the Vikings both have been to the Super Bowl 4 times. Never won. Neither of them. And someone's got to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless like it gets bombed or something. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine it goes to overtime. It's just a tie and everyone's happy and holds hands.
I mean, maybe.
I suppose. So if, babe, quick question.
Yep.
Okay. If you were going to, not saying you would, not saying you wouldn't. I will buy you boobies eventually. But like if you were going to, pick exactly how you want to look. Sternum up or sternum down?
That I would change?
Not change, per se. But like if you could start right here, right now, bam. Like so, like I don't mean like surgery. I mean like look, just naturally be that way. Not change, like not alter via surgery.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like if you could just pick how your body would be naturally. And your body would morph into that. But not when you say change, I think about surgery. Like I don't mean surgery.
Oh, but like if I could just pick?
Yeah.
Bottom.
Sternum down.
Yep.
That's a hard one. Thinking about it for myself. Because like I hate my upper thighs. Because I got giant legs.
So that's a weird thing for you to say.
I know, but I don't like my upper thigh. Like I've got really muscular legs, but at the same time, I wish they were in proportionate, like with my upper body. Like the issue is like
I think you're very proportionate.
I think I am too, but it's not. I think my upper thighs and my belly does not match my sternum up. It's like I know that I'm thick. I'm muscular and I'm thick, but like my tummy, Tank, you need to go fuck yourself, bro.
Thick boy nation.
Thick boy nation. But I feel like my what?
Nothing.
I feel like my lower thigh or my upper thighs are ridiculous.
I think your calves are more ridiculous than your upper thighs.
I know my calves are fucking insane. I had to have special order motocross boots at 14. I was also, yeah. What?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you currently doing this second?
Nothing.
What did she say?
Tammy said, he's fine, very handsome.
Thank you, Tammy. I disagree. I have very large upper thighs. Good night to you.
KQ says you're built like a gorilla.
Thank you, KQ.
I would take that as a compliment.
I think it's a compliment. Thank you. Kenneth is sweet. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Kenneth. All the new patrons. Shout out to Brandy. I don't know if she'll be staying in the militia on the Patreon page because her and her girlfriend seemed like they had a great time. But I can't tell if there's a lot of awkward laughs in there. And her girlfriend's name is Black China.
What?
Yep.
No, it's not.
Sure is. It sure is. Because we have another black, and I was making a joke with Mandy many times. It's me, Mike D. Hey guys, Mike D in the house. Motherfucking Mike D, son. The Candace says, what did Candace say? Yeah, you're Mike D. VapingWithThesis said KQTV. Yes. What were we talking about? Mandy and I have talked about like the Patreon page. There's like a lot of our friends, fans, and homies have a lot of the same names. So there's a bunch of Mikes. There's like names that you would never ever expect to have more than one. Sergio. We had 3 at one point. We have 3 right now, currently Anthony's. We have 3 Kevins. We have 2 Mikes, which is actually a name I thought you'd have a couple of at least. Nope. 1 Steven, though.
Lots of Bobs and Roberts.
4 Bobs, 4 Roberts. Dr. Bob had to leave, and I was with him, not because he left, but because he wouldn't accept my help. And I don't want to put it out there like that, but Dr. Bob left the Patreon page, which is fine. But I know why he had to leave, and he would not let. I said, listen, dude, you've helped for how long? On a high tier level. The least I can do is be like, hey, like if you guys are having issues, let a Ninja Kitty know, and I'll be more than happy to help. And Steven's right there. Slave for Red. He's the only Steven. Funny thing is, I am Steven M also. Wait a second. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. We do have another Steven. God bless. Mandy, Steve McQueen.
I don't know what's happening.
Steve McQueen, because I just remembered after saying it for 15 times that we have two Stevens, but they're both Stephen M's. But I know the difference. One's McQueen, one's Stephen M. And what because to me, Stephen's also Slave for Red, though. Slave for Head. Other one was Slave for Boobies. And I fucked up his package on accident.
Wasn't very nice.
I know, I didn't mean to.
Isn't PH Vapor a Steven too?
He is, but he doesn't count because his name's Stefan. It's Steph. That's why his name is PH Vapor on Instagram.
Oh, that's clever.
Yep.
Hey, Ray just sent me a weird link.
Don't click on it, it's a virus.
Heaven's Gift. No, I didn't click. Heaven's Gift has the barrage on there now.
Oh, fuck.
And it's on sale for $39.99. Just saying.
Heaven's Gifts is a clone site. So is Fast Tech. That's kind of cool. Your husband is being cloned.
How do you think? So it's not the barrage? It's a cloned barrage?
Does it matter? It's on Fast Tech and on Heaven's Gifts.
I don't know what that means.
So 3 fakes or 3Fs is 3 fakes, right?
Yeah.
Heaven's Gifts makes 3F look like the Mall of America. You have the Mall of America. You have Nordstrom Mall. Not Nordstrom. You have Nicollet Mall. Then you've got the Burnsville Center. Heaven's Gifts makes 3F Vapor look like
it's like Sunray Villa.
Yes. Fast Tech and Heaven's Gifts are.
So it's not a good thing.
I'm in the hood. Yeah, that shit is like.
It's not a good thing.
No, they sell like instead of Honda.
Swap meet style.
What?
Swap meet style.
Yeah. Like you can get like 12 products for like $3.99. It won't get here till September, the next one. But you can get it.
I take it you've ordered things from there before.
Oh yeah. Half the studio is built off of Heaven Gifts.
It sounds like a porn site.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like sex toys.
Well, yeah, that's same.
Oh, did I show you what I ordered today? It's gonna be 24 shipping.
Tammy, it's like 7 miles and 3 miles and only 3 stoplights. Oh, I don't know what she's talking about.
The hood? Does it matter?
Yeah.
What's your favorite way to kiss me? On top or on bottom? When I kiss you on or from the top?
Means.
Well, no, I'm being genuine. Like as a husband and wife team, like
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what up and down means? And you graduated college twice? Here's you, here's me.
Oh, I didn't know if you meant like this or like this. On top or on bottom. I
don't appreciate sometimes when we're making out and that you're the aggressor. Meaning my whole mouth is in your mouth. And then like when the tongue slips in, I'm like, hey, can I get some? Like, I would like to suck on the whole nostril chin situation.
You're making me sweaty. I don't like this.
God. In a good way?
I'm so sweaty right now.
Is sweaty like a euphemism for wet?
No, like I'm sweaty.
What do you think about my drip tip?
Oh, Ron wants to know what the issues we're having with our plumbing.
So Ron, we have a little bit older house. The people who own this house spent a lot of money on it. It's a 4,800 square foot, $500,000 house, and they spent even more than that on property. Now, let me go ahead and insert myself by saying we bought this house on foreclosure for next to nothing. Make a long story short is when they purchased this house, the city plumbing and stuff was not an issue. So what happened is, I don't know. I want to go back to making out. So do you?
No, keep going.
So what happened was this house owned the property next door, and they had a giant not Kwanzaa hut, but like a pole barn. They had a pole barn that turned into apartments. Now on our side of the fence, we have the biggest manhole cover you've ever seen. I've never seen a clean out that's bigger than a 4-inch or a 6-inch. It's always 4 inches or 6 inches. It just with a square nut for clean outs. We have 2 vertical clean outs in our house. And we ran 150-foot 3/4 inch diameter cable snake through. I did nothing, absolutely nothing. But now we're getting a fucking pool's worth of water coming up in our backyard, but it's froze 2 feet thick. So making long story short is the clean out is 2 manhole covers, 3.5 foot diameter each. Huge. They're bigger than a regular sewer manhole cover. Hit the like button, my Ninja Kitties. Squilly V's here, Mandy. Let's talk about making out. So we're trying to pay for it. The problem is, like, I'm having to pay my homeboy cash, and right now, cash is come back. Where did you go, baby? Put you back. So right now, we're having to pay cash. So like, the Patreon check going for plumbing. I've been playing blackjack for years, and I've just now started getting good at it.
Well, but the guy that we've been in contact with is also being super honest about, like, I can come out and do this, but like, you can also just do it and not have to pay me.
So what happened is I went and spent $100 at Home Depot. I put salt on, because him and I dug it out, and he let me pay him cash money, and I don't want to say his name for obvious reasons of the company he works for. He's like, the company's gonna fuck you. He's like, they're gonna charge you time and a half. He's like, how about it's Friday and we pretend that we finished up 3 hours ago? I'm like, cool. He's like, now give me your credit card. We'll charge it for that. And from here on out, we'll just charge cash. I'm like, cool. And which was roughly a third of the price, which is great. But he told me today, I'm like, hey, like, do I have to hire someone with a small excavator to come out and dig up this shit? He's like, no, I can pick through that. He's like, or you can just put salt down and some heat with the tarp. So I went to Home Depot, I got myself a fucking heater. I put up a tarp, and it's heating it up the ground as we speak. Yeah, so like I'm having to dig the manhole covers out. Meanwhile, this is Minnesota, so like it's 2 feet
It's
thick.
cold.
It's cold. It's 2 feet thick of ice. You feel me? So, but the problem is, all the cleanouts I've ever dealt with in my entire life are 4-inch or 6-inch. This looks like a fucking septic tank. And if it's a septic tank, that's not code, because code insists that you have to destroy the septic tank in order to be hooked up to city water, to city sewer. So that's the problem. So right now, like, every penny I've won in blackjack is all going to fucking plumbing right now. And it's frustrating. It's just frustrating. Yeah, Kenneth just said it's 72 degrees in Florida. It's like 6 here, I think. So tomorrow's going to be warm as fuck. Tomorrow's going to be 27 or 28. So if it's that hot out tomorrow, if it's 27 degrees, then I'll be outside picking at that ice.
27 normal.
Damn, I'm good. So what I'm saying is, like, guys, these reviews that you see are like, it's my passion. At the same time, like, we have to be able to take a pee-pee. We have to be able to take a poop. You know what I'm saying? Kids got shit in the toilet, so it's not sanitary not to be able to. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
Deep inside you? Oh my god, I saw this TikTok say that I had me, like, I was dying. It was this chick. What the fuck is her name? She's a super famous blonde chick. She's always doing these things, doing like deadlifts and squats. Ass, like, I'm like, you could pretend you worked out to get that, but that you're just born with it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like, where she bends, but her ass starts up here, and it's legit. Does the splits, but her ass stays in place, and it's just like. And what the fuck was it? What do Mexican guys look best in? It was, oh shit! And she goes, me, and then went. You know what I mean? And I was like, that shit was pretty funny. She was pretty funny. What was the point of that?
I have no idea.
How do we get to that?
You just blew a cloud out your one nostril and sucked it right back in on that side.
I always have this one thing going on. Hold on.
I wonder if we can go back and see it. I wonder. Hang on. Let's see if we can see it again. It'll be on this side, I think.
It's hilarious watching yourself in silence.
Get ready here.
What is that called?
Watch.
Ah! What was that? That was a French inhale through the nostril, son. Hide your kids, hide your wife. That shit was crazy. Have you been seeing this anti-Juul shit going on TikTok? This anti-vaping? It's crazy.
I haven't. I have not.
This Country Clouds cornbread pudding is absolutely phenomenal.
It smells good.
It is phenomenal. Here.
No, I can. It's good. It's exactly
Mike,
like I can taste it.
Have you had Squilly V? French inhale. What is it? Through the nipple.
I have not.
Had Country Clouds?
No.
Bro, I think cornbread might be my vape of choice. Not menthol status. $415 Modco Cotton. I have not. P.S. Is someone stealing our fucking viewers? Because I'm going to call them out right now. So just let me know. Who else is live right now? I'll
I
fight
don't
them.
think anybody. It's Monday night.
I'll fight them. Whatever.
It's Monday night. People are going to.
I think you have a septic tank for your property. See, that's what I thought too. Our plumber thinks he thinks it's septic. Our city councilman.
But we have city and we pay.
We pay city like we pay for city water. Like we get city water. We get city plumbing, the whole 9 yards, which is an issue. 60, Tammy. What is your problem? It's nice if it's 20, like 27 degrees is beautiful tomorrow.
I know, but I think she's saying her ideal temperature.
Oh, my ideal temperature is 72. 72. I like to sweat. I like to know that I'm losing weight, feeling great. And yeah, vape and Vedetum, you and me both. 100% menthol. All day, every day. 16 milligram Vape Dudes Ice 50-50 blend. And then my preferred pod system juice is Pod Juice, 55.com. Coupon code Thesis10. 55 milligram Juul Mint. DIY or Die noted is on live. Well, a fucking motherfucker. I like DIY or Die, which upsets me. How come he's never had me on? Him and I have never spoke ever.
Why don't you reach out?
We're both fans of each other. I've reached out on Instagram. He's like, I'm a fan of yours. I'm like, I'm a fan of yours. But now if he's gonna take my fucking live viewers. Simple as that. Simple as that. Andrew said, Rescued Ejos has a blackberry cornbread, and bro, I will send you some or go buy some from 415 Modco. I would love to purchase some, but Robert Reagan knows that at the moment I cannot purchase anything else due to plumbing issues. So simple. But city water is what? No, but we also play for city plumbing as well, right? Right.
Oh.
What?
He said, but water is different than your sewage. So we would be on city water, but not.
Is there
sewage?
Yes, there's manhole in the street, and the manholes are clear, completely.
We can have. This is a conversation maybe you guys should have.
I said that I want to talk about making out.
Are you ready to wrap? I gotta go to the bathroom. Are you ready?
All right. My Ninja Key. Steven says, do a fucking live stream right now. Manny.
What?
Do a live stream.
What are you talking about?
Right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. Kyle Long says, did you get your house? No, my house is not fixed yet, Kyle. I'm trying to fucking save money. Bitch, it's okay, mother truckers. With all that being said, I want to tell each and every one of you guys.
Thanks for your help, Mike.
That I appreciate each and every one of you. Mike in particular. Mighty Bros, Melissa, Ray, all these motherfuckers. All of them. Okay? Okay? John Augusta, you live in the wrong state to not have humidity, bro. You live in Florida. That's nothing but humidity. Right? Bitch, it's okay, mother truckers. Now, with that being said, I want to tell you that I appreciate our favorite thesis.